SpellForce, The Order of Dawn is a 2003 real-time strategy and role-playing video game, developed by Phenomic Game Development and published by Encore Incorporated. The first installment in the SpellForce series, the game takes place within a high fantasy world in the years following a devastating cataclysmic event that has shattered the lands into several islands. The story itself focuses on an immortal slave who is granted their freedom in order to investigate growing troubles amongst some of these islands, which soon brings war to their inhabitants. The game combines elements of role-playing such as taking on quests, equipping characters and improving them when leveling up, alongside real-time strategy elements focused on gathering resources to construct bases and units. In addition to the game's story campaign, players can also engage in skirmish battles, in multiplayer matches. The game was released in Europe on November 11, 2003, and in North America on February 11, 2004. The Order of Dawn received favorable reviews, with 2 expansions later released for it by Jowood Productions, SpellForce, The Breath of Winter in June 2004, and SpellForce, Shadow of the Phoenix in November that same year. Both the main game and the expansions were later re-released as a package titled SpellForce Platinum Edition in November 2005. The success of the game led to it spawning 2 sequels, SpellForce 2, Shadow Wars on August 21, 2006, and SpellForce 3 on December 7, 2017. SpellForce is both a real-time strategy and role-playing video game played from the third-person perspective. In the game, players take on the role of a character that they create, an avatar, who explore a variety of maps, conducting quests and killing monsters, and earning experience to level up, improve skills, and unlock the ability to wield new equipment. Alongside their character, players can summon immortal warriors, deemed as rune warriors in the game, who act like additional party members to help in exploration of the game world and combat, as well as armies of military units, done through gathering resources, building structures, and then recruiting units that are unlocked as a result, to help with large-scale battles. As with traditional role-playing games, player-created characters can be assigned to one of 3 classes, Fighter, Archer or Magician, with different stat points and allocated skills when being created. By increasing certain skills, players can equip their character to using new types of weapons and spells for combat. However, death does not permanently end the game. If the player has activated a monument called a bindstone on a map, then their character will respawn at it should they die in battle. In battles, players have access to a system that allows them to activate combat skills and spells depending on what is selected. If an enemy is selected, players can dictate which characters attack it, and what skills/spells are used on it. Allies that join the character level up as well, but usually remain a few levels behind the lead character. In addition, they may only be recruited by acquiring a runestone they are bound to and equipping it, with the player able to switch to other allies when needed. The game's real-time strategy elements occur when the player must use armies to accomplish objectives. Commanding the armies of the 6 controllable races, humans, dwarves, elves, orcs, trolls and dark elves, requires owning a rune for their base's workers, as well as controlling that race's monument on a map. Base construction and unit recruiting requires gathering resources with worker units, as well as making upgrades to access new buildings and stronger units. The game features an extensive campaign mode that covers a series of interlinked game maps, which become accessible as players make progress in the story. During the campaign, players can engage in 2 types of quests: main quests, which progress a story, provide access to new units and structures, provide new runes for use, and unlock new maps to explore, and side quests, which provide optional means of earning experience and other rewards. Quests are begun by finding an NPC in a game map, and may sometimes require visiting another game map to complete as objectives. Alongside this, the players can also engage in free play mode, which allows players to freely do what they want without quests on any map, as well as compete in multiplayer battles with other players.
For more game secrets, click on the link below the video.